Welcome or welcome back to the Unraveling Soprano. I'm Heather, and this is my channel where I talk about all of my makes from the week, whether that be knitting, sewing, crochet, gardening, whatever else I get up to. It is very early in the morning. We're trying something new. I'm trying to, instead of leaving my filming to the end of the day, I'm trying to do my filming at the beginning of the day and seeing if I'm less tired. I don't know. Might be more tired. So please forgive me if this is loopier than normal. Right, so I'm getting into it. I finished last week. First of all, I'm not wearing anything Me Made. I work today, so I don't normally like to wear my Me Mades at work. Mostly because, well, when it's summer, maybe in the winter I'll wear more of my Me Mades. But I don't like them getting super dirty because they just take longer to wash. So unless I'm working from home, I wear other clothes. So this is just stuff I got at the thrift store. So I finished my wrap over cardigan last week. I got to wear it out, and it was great. Yeah, I mean it's being blocked now. I didn't do like an aggressive block because I felt the fit was really good. So I just washed it, and now it's hanging, it's on my drying mat. So now I'm moving on to my crochet project. So I'm making the tiered maxi skirt. I cannot remember the pattern designer's name, but I will put it either here or here, a picture of what I'm making. So I'm doing this, I'm crocheting this on, oh, this is the wrong bag. Hold, please. I've been taking my project to work, so I put it in a different project bag. I just put it in like a plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag, just because it's easier to put in my bag. So I am using the Knit Picks Curio thread in the color, I think it's Kanai. Weird. I don't think. Oh, this is. Yeah, it's Kanai. And then I'm knitting this on 2.5 millimeters, which I realized last night is a little big for what we're doing. I think I've read the directions wrong. So this is actually coming out a little bigger than I anticipated, which I might switch. I don't know. I think my gauge, if I was using the correct hook, I think I would be probably on gauge. I'm a little big. So the pattern calls for your gauge to be like 6 something, I think, for a size extra small. And like I'm not an extra small. I'm probably a large. And so the gauge for a large was a 7-inch square. And so that's kind of what I'm getting with the 2.5. I'm annoyed that I couldn't find a 2.25. 2.5 hook size. So this is what I have so far. This is unblocked. I don't think it's too open. I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to wear a slip underneath it. Because I'm just going to. But again, like, it's crochet. If it's more open, does it really matter? But I have to, they look really pretty. I'm not really sure if there's a good way to show it. Maybe it'll show up better when I'm editing, but right now it seems kind of dark. But it's a really pretty pattern. I have to make 6 of these for the top half, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a stack of 5. I'm going to make 1 more today, and then I'm going to block all these before I crochet them together. and that'll be the top part, and then I have to do several more for like closer to your knees. I think I'm okay with the gauge I have. I think I'm okay with keeping it at 6 and going down to a size extra small. We'll see. This is my first time crocheting like a garment. Like I crocheted a sweater once, but it was a hot ass mess. It was again way too large. Like I had like it like looked like, I don't know, like the sleeves ended up like being like down to heat like 5 or 6 inches longer than they needed. Actually, I think like a foot longer than it needed to be. So that was the last time trying that. This I think is a little bit way more ambitious, but I'm also better at reading patterns in general than when I first made that sweater. I actually will go back and read the pattern. So each one of these squares, when I started this project, I was thinking, oh, well, it's crochet. Crochet is much faster than knitting. So I'll get so much of this done so quickly. One of these squares will take maybe like half an hour. Each one of these squares takes about 2 hours. So this is like a ton of work. This is 10 hours of work right here. So once I figured out last night that like I used the wrong hook size, I was like, there ain't no way I'm redoing this. This is what it is. This is radical acceptance. And also, like, it does meet the gauge of the size that I need. It's pretty close. It's just a little bit more, it's a little bit less dense of a fabric than I was hoping, but I have a ton of yarn. So even if I am using more yarn or more thread than I initially anticipated, I'm fine on yarn. Like, it's gonna be fine. But yeah, I'm a little annoyed that this is gonna take, God, 2 hours today. I think it's gonna take about another 20 hours to do the squares. Maybe a little bit more. And maybe I'll get faster as the as things progress. Like maybe as I get really good with the pattern, maybe it'll get faster. But as of right now, oof, 2 hours. And the thing is, it's a good pattern. Like it took me a bit to like figure it out. She does have video tutorials for the trickiest parts, which I think is amazing. I don't think I could have, honestly, I don't think I could have figured it out without the video tutorials. Because like this, flower, this like layered flower, it's not super difficult once you figure out the trick to it, but in the written pattern, it was a little confusing. Seeing her do it, it's fine. Easy. I mean, and everybody has different learning abilities, but for me, that video really, really helped. I know my original swatch, which I might take apart to harvest the yarn. I don't know. But I ended up doing it completely wrong. I ended up, instead of having this nice square shape, it was a circle, because these points, here, I did them every side. So it wasn't just like the 4 corners, it was like, I did it 8 times, which made it a circle. So I can't use that one. Cause I was thinking like, oh, well, I guess I only have to do 5. No, I have to do another 6 because I did that one wrong. So yeah, so I don't know if this is going to get done in June. I really wanted to be done in June because I have all these other projects I want to start, and I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if it's going to suddenly speed up once I have all the squares done. It might, because I think is it diamond stitch? There's like a more open stitch for the rest of the body of it. So like once you have these things connected, you're doing like bigger panels. But I think it might go quicker because there's a lot. I mean, obviously there's a lot of detail work in this, a lot of like layering up. So that uses a lot of yarn and there's a lot of stitches that are involved, and it's the main focal part of the piece, so it should take longer. So my hope is that maybe middle of July. I don't know, because I've recently realized that there's a need in my wardrobe for a cotton hoodie, so I might buy the yarn for that. I'm thinking about doing that in like something like Lions brand 24/7 cotton. Because I need something that's like good for the summer, but also like for the air conditioning. Because I'm finding like I'm having a real hard time balancing between going outside when it's like 90 degrees out, and coming inside when it's like 60. Because like some of the stores that you go into, like the AC is just stupid cold, and I understand why. Like it's easier to like have something be like have a store be like you want people to come in, right? So yeah, so I'm finding I have a need for that, and I want it to be in a cotton instead of a wool because I want it to be something that's super washable. Because if it's a summer garment, I want to be able to throw it in the washing machine. And you pretty much can only do that with cotton and linen. And I still have my silk tank top that I want to. It's a tank top. It might be a full tee. I don't love wearing tank tops without something over. I don't really love showing my arms. I'm trying to be like more adventurous and start doing it more. But anyways, so that's the work on the tiered maxi skirt. We're gonna hope that this is done by the middle of July so I can actually wear it in the end of July and August. I do think I'm gonna love it once it's finished. Just because this is just turning out. If I don't love it, I'm gonna cry because this has taken so much work. And is the pattern worth it? So far, yeah. Like, I mean, you get a beautiful product. Like, this is even with me fudging a little bit on the gauge, and it's still looking quite pretty. If it like crochets up to be even close to the original sample, then yeah, I'm gonna wear it a ton. I have to decide. I think I'm just gonna buy a slip. I have to decide if I like the if this is okay under like a navy or a black. I might try to find a navy slip instead of a black slip. Because I think the blue might, I don't know. I know I don't want to do a white, because even though that's kind of cool with the light popping up, once it gets to my knees, I don't want that to be like a huge contrast. I guess it will be a huge contrast with black. I don't know. I haven't decided. But yeah, so, and I also think I'm going to do once I start the hoodie, I think it might be in a navy, because I need it to be a neutral, because I need to go with everything, but I'm so done with brown. I'm over brown right now. I've made too many brown things. I'm so kind of sick of looking at it, so I think navy, even though that's not going to be great for my eyes, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Other things. I have not kept up on my reading because I've been doing this. And granted, I could be listening to an audiobook while crocheting. I just needed to count, and so I didn't. So I haven't really been, my reading's kind of fallen off. I did get a new mug. I got this at a craft fair. It makes me happy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Not really much gardening updates. I'm just trying to keep my garden from the bugs. What do you do about slugs? I've gotten some slugs in my strawberries. Don't love that. I'm gonna try some beer. Um, told that beer works. We got like a cheap can of Coors Light. And we're gonna try to drown the slugs. Um, yeah. So I gotta figure out the slugs in my garden. I honestly even haven't looked at my garden in like a week. I probably need to water it because it has been highly, highly hot. But I've just been working so much and doing this that I haven't really had time to look at it. Hopefully it's fine. It's only been like, I don't know, like a couple days. So, I mean, I'm sure it's okay. But I probably should give it a good water because I don't think it's rained. It rained over the weekend, but I don't think it's rained since it's been hot. So we'll see. But yeah, so hopefully this was a little bit more engaging. We'll see if early mornings are more engaging than evenings. I don't know. I'm very tired, and I'm just drinking matcha. I'm not drinking coffee, and that probably was a mistake. Probably needed to be fully caffeinated. But anyways, until I see you next time, I hope you have a great week and you have plenty of time to do all of your hobbies. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.